Honestly, I think we've all been there. Whether it was your brother who stole money from you, or your husband or wife who cheated on you, or even if your friends lied to you and dissed you on an important day, we've all dealt with betrayal. Betrayal hurts a lot because you start to question a lot of things. Betrayal is a strange beast because it comes with a lot of emotions combined. I mean, if you're hurt, then you're hurt. If you're sad, then you're sad. If you're angry, then you're angry. But if you're betrayed, then you're all of these things combined and much more. And a lot of times that can be very hard to deal with. So in this video, I'm going to show you why it's okay to feel betrayed and why is it that you feel betrayed in the first place. My aim with this video is to make sure that you understand that you're not alone in feeling this way and to give you a kind of a roadmap to be able to come out of your betrayal. Alright, so why does betrayal hurt so much? It is because it makes us question our reality. A friend of mine had a girlfriend who cheated on him, and that naturally made him question the entire relationship. A lot of questions can go through one's mind when something like that happens. Did she even love me? Was all of it a lie? Am I not good enough? And when you're betrayed, it's a weird double-edged sword. Because firstly, you're mad at the person who betrayed you. I mean, obviously they took advantage of you, so you'll feel a lot of negative emotions. But you'll feel betrayed by yourself too. You see, most of us walk around in the world with our emotions very guarded. We don't just randomly reveal our darkest secrets to anyone, but then you find someone and you tell them everything, and then they still hurt you. So obviously you're going to be mad at them, but you're also going to be mad at yourself. You'll feel betrayed by yourself that you let yourself get into this situation in the first place. Now I understand, if you've ever been betrayed or have a feeling that you're being betrayed, it's going to hurt a lot. I don't want you to feel alone if you're going through something like that, and that's why I made this video. I'm here to tell you that all your emotions are valid. Now I'll tell you a few emotions and stages that you're probably going to go through if you want to heal from this. But before I begin, I want to address something that you probably must have heard in your life a lot. Time heals everything. If you're going through something bad right now, most people will probably tell you to give it time and that things will get better eventually. That's 100% true. But I know that you probably cannot understand this on a conceptual level because you're just hurting so much. I mean, of course, everything gets better eventually. Even if you break your bone, it's going to heal eventually. But that doesn't mean that you just have to sit there and do nothing. Let's say that you got a deep cut on your forearm. Now it's going to hurt a lot and you know with time that it will heal, but of course you're going to take measures to make sure that it heals properly. You're going to apply medicine, you might get stitches, and you'll make sure to avoid infections and take antibiotics. Now imagine if you didn't let it heal properly. Imagine if you kept pressing the wounded area or if you didn't apply any medicine. You could develop an infection and the scar could probably last forever. In the same way, you have to take care of your heart. You cannot just let yourself sit there in the pain. You have to make sure that you heal properly, otherwise you're always going to carry that scar around with you. So after you find out about your betrayal, you're probably going to go into denial. You're just not going to be able to accept that what happened actually happened. Now this is completely normal. In fact, your whole world probably just turned upside down. Believe me, I have a lot of empathy for that. In this phase, it's best to let yourself cry and just accept the change. Whatever you feel is fine. Don't try to stop any emotions. I know a lot of guys might be uncomfortable with crying, but believe me, if you let yourself cry and let those emotions out, you're going to heal a lot faster. Healing is what is important here, not the fact that you look ugly while you're crying. Now after denial, you will probably go into one of these two other phases. You will either become completely apathetic or you'll become very angry. They can happen one after the other or they can happen all at once. It all depends on the kind of person you are and how you deal with pain. If you go into apathy, you'll be very depressed. You won't want to move. You'll probably just want to lie in bed all day. You might say things like, what's the point of living? You'll just be very depressed, and it's perfectly okay to feel this way. The key here is, don't ever get stuck in a negative loop. Don't ever let the depression take over you. Just be around family and friends. Go outside for a walk. I know you probably don't want to do these things, but please force yourself to do so. Talk to someone about your pain. Cry to people. Do whatever you need to do, but just don't feel like you're alone. In fact, if you feel alone right now, just leave a comment below and I'll reply to it and try to help you in whatever way I can. And if you're watching this video, reply to other people's comments too and help each other. I want this community to support each other and I don't want any of you to feel alone. The other feeling you might experience is anger. Now this is something that you have to control. You might have heard stories where if a woman finds out that her husband was cheating on her, she kills him or runs him over with his car or something like that. Or even the news stories about the vengeful boyfriends who try to ruin their girlfriends' lives. I know you might be very angry right now, but find a channel for your anger. Go to the gym and lift some heavy weights. Get a punching bag. Go out in the middle of the field and scream, shout and cry. Try not to drive or do anything dangerous if you feel this way, if you're very angry. See, when we're this angry, especially when someone betrayed us, we get this thing that's called tunnel vision. We lose all perspective and meaning in life, and we're just able to focus on our anger. You might say hurtful things to your loved ones, you might get into fights, and this is why it is so important to control your anger. If you get physically tired like with exercise, you'll probably run out of energy to be angry. So this is why you need to do whatever you can to get the anger out of your system and get physically tired so you're not able to act out on your anger. A lot of people form negative opinions about the world in this phase, like everybody is a liar and a cheater. Try not to do this to yourself. Remember that you're just feeling this way because you are hurt, and try to come out of this anger. Now these are the lower two stages. Don't stay stuck in them for too long. If it's been more than a week of being in these two stages, then you need to get out of them right now. It is perfectly okay to stay depressed for a while. In fact, you should probably give yourself a few days. But after that, try to come out of these stages because they're going to be very destructive for you and your health. Now the next stage is still kind of negative, which is victimization. By this stage, you'll probably accept everything that has happened to you. You might not even be that angry anymore, but you might have some negative thoughts like, this only happens to me, or this only happens to me because I'm stupid, or it's because I'm too nice, or because I'm too selfish. Now here's what you need to remember. If you're watching this video, know that everyone who has ever watched this video has been betrayed in some way. Go look down in the comments. All of us have been betrayed in some way. It doesn't matter if you're good looking or not, doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, male or female, whatever the case may be, we've all been betrayed in some way. So you're not the only victim in the world. Most people stay stuck here for the rest of their lives. They continue to have bad relationships, things continue to be bad for them. I know people who after getting betrayed start betraying other people. This is the kind of thing that happens if you don't get out of this stage. After this stage is probably the first positive stage for you, and that is acceptance. By now you will probably accept everything that has happened to you, and you will accept all of your feelings along with it. It will no longer make you cry. You will be able to move on. You live your life as you were doing before, more or less, and your life will be like it was before. But you know what? I don't want you to stop here. You're on my channel. I value you as a human being. I care about you. I want you to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And for that, you're going to have to go one step above this. And that is learning and forgiveness. You'll have to learn from this experience. And I mean, you'll have to think deeply about how you can use this experience to improve your life. You can use this to become tough, you can use this to help people, you can even do what I did and make videos about this and help other people. But you have to use what you went through in a way that adds value to your life. Think about what you learned, why you were betrayed, what were your mistakes, what were the other person's mistakes, and how you can prevent people from taking advantage of you in the future. Think deeply about these things and apply them to your life. And after that, remember to forgive the other person and remember to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, and yes, the mistakes can sometimes change the course of our lives. And I'm not saying that you have to forgive the other person because what they did was right, and I'm not even saying that you have to keep the other person in your life. All I'm telling you to do is to forgive them because it's the best thing for you, and that will help you move on. Forgive them and forgive yourself so you can move on with your life. At the end of the day, this video can only do so much for you. You have to want to get better. You have to want to improve yourself. If you have just been betrayed right now, I know you must be in a lot of pain. But it's okay, we're all here for you. Watch this video again and again and hear my voice whenever you feel depressed. Read more books and watch other videos. Nurture yourself and love yourself. You can either be affected by this for the rest of your life in a negative way, or you can use this to become stronger than ever before. The choice is yours. I hope this video helped you in any way, and if it did, then please hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want, you can register for my email list, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. Sometimes I cannot make videos about all the topics that I want to talk about, so I just email them to my email subscribers. Thanks for watching.